Yo, what's crack-lacking, guys? It's Nick here with some raw day trading, and today we have small green day on my hands, up just under 200 bucks, kicking it. I was green at three-ish hundred at one point, and then no mas. Weird, weird day. I don't even know. I have no notes that I wrote down. So, and I'm pretty sure all I just traded was Wolf. So, yeah, it's basically just 500,000 shares of Wolf. And so, $76 of fees. What's this? I guess 26 of no, so about $100 of fees. Because I have $26 in gains and no, I'm sorry, $76 in fees. So I'm only up 175, I guess. That sounds about right. Okay. 170. After fees, everything was basically a couple one-offs here and there. PWM, G-Puss, and then you know what I mean. Wolf. I'm just going to run through the tape, and we are going to see if there's anything I can learn from my trading today. It was mediocre at best. Oh, okay. I did a lot of testing pre-market. CLRO was an interesting one because I did not. I lost $4 on like 4 shares. LVLU, yeah, I came in trying to just like not really trade. Like I didn't want to trade this morning because all the orders that basically was like all the orders. Oh, I remember now. Wolf. All right. Okay, so this is where I come into Wolf at. But I came in not wanting to trade because, as I said in my video yesterday, it's just a lot of slippage across the board. Incredible amounts of slippage on any stock that has any type of speed and volatility. Normally, like I'm a little bit more comfortable, trading a range of different things, but now I'm back to being a gremlin, hiding under the bridge, stealing pennies from travelers as they pass by, basically. So that's that. That's the kind of mindset. Let's look into the actuals. This is where I open Wolf 2. Wolf is a name that I've known before. It's a bit higher float, which worked in the favor of getting decent fills. There was this time when it's 9:45. The liquidity on it, or not the liquidity, but the movement on it was pretty significant, given that it was only a mid float stock because it had so much size. And I was slightly more comfortable taking trades on this one because it was under $1. These have shown not perfect, but slightly more predictability in terms of where I'm going to get filled and ability to get out with decent spreads and to manage my position well. It is what is really a changing market. We're shifting to a different type of volatility. And in these type of times, like I can do okay. Like I have enough experience to just like kind of sit back and take a couple select trades. I use smaller size. I just grind out $100, $200 days, so I kind of get a better idea, or until things sort of shift. Kind of the downside is it is really hard to trust anything at first, and you can't really use big size for a couple of reasons. You don't know where the slip's going to be. and and psychologically, you kind of get in the habit of like not being used to trading big swings. Like I remember on this type of name in December, I was smashing out 10K shares, 20K shares. It wasn't even like a big deal. I was pretty confident in myself, and now it's not. I'm not sure if it's I'm not confident in myself. I'm just not confident in my read of the situation, because it has changed, and it would happen way this year. So, but yeah, watching here, I did miss all that. So what I did good is I was in at the lows. I felt this coming. I kind of like had a good idea that this might happen, so I get in right here. I think I was like, if it starts going back towards 5.85 cents, that's probably gonna be the thing. I end up cutting it right there, but as it holds, I'm like hesitant to get back in right there. No, I get back in, and then I cut it just under 50 cent, 8.50, and that's when it goes. Just after I get out, I don't get in here. It is a little bit of a high breakout into a pivot. I might have been able to trade it well. I might have been able to get something out there. This I don't really like. I probably wouldn't have taken this either way unless I was already holding from the lows. Just seems like it wants to get a little wild. All right. And then, yeah, I kind of just ground up to a little above 1. Oh, this kind of snap higher was interesting. So let's watch this. So all the liquidity on this, all like the entries were pretty solid on this one. So everything that you see in the video is pretty relevant. Like that's the problem with some of these other wilder names. Yeah, what happened here? This is a very straightforward move. I was not expecting. I was not expecting it because of recent market conditions. But this is now just made a 50% move. It has like one red candle, two red candles, and then it's just under $1 here, kind of like flirting with it. Has it cracked it yet? I think it kind of cracked it right here. Let's see. Doesn't look like it totally cracks it. Yeah. No, it doesn't crack it. Just crack it there. Not totally. And so, even if it would have cracked it, like by 1 cent, it would have been less bullish for me, but I'm waiting for a pullback here. There it is. There's that 1 cent crack. Okay, that's what I thought happened. Okay. So now, jump in, take a loss right here, I think. I mean, it's kind of jumping around pretty interestingly. The 5-minute close is right here. And gives a little micro pullback. Huh. say test under 90 right here. Well, then it's back, and then it's just all the way up instantly almost. And I cannot buy that. I hope I don't buy that. Oh, wait, I remember what happened. It's going to bounce down, and then I'm going to buy it. So I get in at the highs, basically. I'm like, fuck. I don't get the low print. And then right now this thing is just uber extended. It was a 10-minute 50% move. No 2 red candles in a row yet. I am playing with fire here, and I know it. But I still play. I think the problem mostly is I'm just super comfortable with this price range, even though I can still lose money on it. Like, I kind of just like the numbers look comfortable to me, and so it lends itself to like me kind of trading in places where I shouldn't, but it also lends itself to me being comfortable and able to use like my actual brain to trade this stuff for the most part. Whereas like some of the bigger names, the price fakes me out a little bit, and I'm a little bit too timid, so it shuts down my brain, and that is something to work on. But also the spreads are slightly different. All right, so it's a fantastic move up here. I make some money. It's crazy how I just sit here all day basically playing liquidity provider for the fucking algorithms, and I make basically the same amount of money as like my morning highs. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it. I am grateful that I am green though. Just hanging out, green, couple $100, whatever. Not really, not really super awesome, but on a day that was kind of tricky. I mean, not super tricky, but kind of tricky. Yeah. I also found that if you want to just stick to stocks and situations that you generally tend to be safer. And then, I find that I can like size into those a little bit, even if the day is kind of schwasty, because I'm a little bit more familiar with like the type of action. So, all right. Yeah, so what did I give it back on? I think I took a breakout trade or a couple breakout trades. Okay, so I make a good amount of money on this move. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna go. Good read. Good see through the tape action. Good hold. All right, might have cut slightly early. There would be the place to cut it, I'd say. Oh. And then on this kind of like micro pullback, it's slightly too close to the highs. I'm actually not even taking the lows there because it pops down to 105. Yeah, I should be taking that if I'm going to take anything. That's okay. Yeah, if I get fair fills, I generally am able to do decently on a stock, no matter which direction it's going. And if I can't get fair fills, then I'm like doing really bad, even if it's going up. So, like for example, where was it? Like that, it has a lot to do with how like many times I trade and how short term it is. Like if like one of the fills or a couple of the fills, maybe even like 2 out of 10 of the fills are off, I'm like, that's not good. At one point, I did go flat. Yeah, right here, I'm flat on this kind of like never ending grind lower, but it's kind of obvious where what's gonna happen because the volume's a little bit higher. Yeah, yeah, I switched wolf over to this side. Anyways, well, that's it. You guys have a wonderful day. I don't know if you have any questions, let me know. I'm not quite sure what to go over for anybody, but I'd be happy to go over stuff if you want. So, goodbye.